Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to our look back at Nintendo Power Magazine. Last week we did issue number 5. This week we are doing issue number 4 because for some reason I had them out of order in my drawer. So yeah, I knew I had this issue, I knew I wasn't going crazy, and here it is. So without further ado, let's get into Nintendo Power issue number 5. And right off the bat, you can see it's not in the greatest condition. A lot of these early issues are not in great condition. But this is The Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, and we kind of have the live action here. I think that's pretty cool. We also have the Nintendo Powerball Skater Die feature and Captain Nintendo Part 2. So let's dive into it. Alright, first thing we get, kind of an ad here for all the different peripherals and accessories. The Zoomer joystick, I'd actually never heard of that. Wow. A lot of these things I haven't heard of except for the NES Advantage. The NES Max, I did used to have one of those. It was horrible. But yeah, the NES Max and the NES Advantage here are really the only ones that I remember. Of course, we have our welcome to the issue. Oh man, oh my god, WrestleMania, dude. That's gonna be fun to look at. WrestleMania, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. We've got Marble Madness, holy crap. Skater Die, Nintendo Powerball, John Elway's NFL. Oh my gosh, I used to have John Elway's football, and man, that game was awful. Pure awful. This is gonna be a fun issue. And here we are right off the bat, WrestleMania. The greatest WWF Wrestlers of All enter the NES ring if you dare. We have Andre the Giant, Bam Bam Bigelow, the Honky Tonk Man, really? I don't, when I think of the greatest WWF wrestlers back in '89, Honky Tonk Man definitely wasn't on that list. I remember he had the long Intercontinental title reign, but really, other than that, he was garbage. Of course, Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man Randy Savage, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, one of the better wrestlers of his time, very underrated. But yeah, I actually remember having this game, and it was, back then it was really fun, but compared to wrestling games now, oh my god, as basic as you can get. Look at Hulk Hogan. Look at him. Look at Andre the Giant. Jesus Christ, what do they do to the poor guy? What do they do to these guys? Look at this. Andre looks like someone's grandma who smells something awful. Hogan just looks really, really weird. Yeah. Anyway, we have the different moves of the different wrestlers here. The flying leg smash from Hulk Hogan. Okay. Yeah. I don't ever remember Hulk Hogan doing a flying leg smash. Look at Ted DiBiase, man. Wow. Bam Bam Bigelow, his render looks alright. Honky Tonk Man, that looks... I don't know who the hell that is. That's not the Honky Tonk Man. Randy, oh my lord. Whoever did these, wow. Yeah, don't have them do it again. Basically, all these little profile biographies and special moves here. Oh man. He has tattoos on his head and flames on his colorful outfits. He's Bam Bam Bigelow, the beast from the east, and he's definitely wild. He'll shout, he'll rant, he'll rave. But considering his enormous size, you have to admire his incredible agility. And really, what else needs to be said? These renders are horrible, dude. Look at this. Oh my god, these are freaking horrible. Alright, Captain Nintendo. Have no idea what Captain Nintendo is. We're going to skip through that. Looks like a kind of a... Okay. Whatever. Guess it's a short story. Here we go. Sesame Street. Wow. I actually, believe it or not, used to have the Sesame Street games for the NES. And some parts of it were difficult. Look at that, man. Here we go. Zelda 2, The Adventure Link. That's the classic NES manual Link right there. I specifically remember this picture from the manual from the game. Now, I've said it before, I absolutely hated The Adventure of Link when I was a kid. This game kind of used the RPG leveling up system, and I had no idea how it worked, what to do, and I hated the game. But as a 38-year-old man now, I absolutely love it. It is awesome, and we have a special guest. Hello, Tiger. Hey, buddy. I got to show the magazine, little boy. Tiger, you gotta come off there, buddy. Come on. Come here, buddy. I got you. Okay. Alright. Mr. Tiger likes to make appearances every now and then. But yeah, as an adult now, I absolutely love this game. Now that I understand, you know, as I got older, I understood the leveling up system, the RPG element to it, and I love it. And this whole story got kind of a backstory here. What happened after you defeated Ganon the first time. Of course, all the different items in the game. You use different magic abilities in the game. We see it right here. Shield, jump, spell, life, fairy, reflect, and my favorite, thunder. When I was a kid, I finally got the fairy spell, and that was pretty much the only thing I liked about the game, was turning into a fairy. Don't ask me why, but it is what it is. Another thing, the classic trademark of Nintendo Power, the maps. Look at this map, man. I would actually love to have this map blown up and put in a frame and hung on the wall. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing to have. You know what? I'm going to look into that, man. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of this map, but have it in HD or like good quality. Have it blown up and put on the wall. That'd be freaking awesome, man. Alright, we have a list of some of the enemies here. Color shows its strength. Weak, normal, strong. Yeah, all the blue enemies like that were Jesus, dude. Alright, we got the Palace Guardians here. The Iron Knuckle, Horsehead. Horsehead. Oh man, for the longest time I could not beat Horsehead. And of course you have Dark Link at the end, or Shadow Link, whatever you want to call them. Again, more of the maps, the detailed maps from Nintendo Power here, which I always loved. They always took the time to print out an overworld map, have all the points of interest, item locations, and that's what I loved about Nintendo Power. And I'll say that through every single episode of these magazines as we go on. Right. Palace map here, the first palace. Horsehead the Guardian. Yeah, look at him, man. He used to beat my ass when I was a kid. The Swamp Palace, Medoro. Another detailed map here showing you where all the keys are. The Island Palace. You know what? I might live stream this soon, man. I'm live streaming playthrough of Chrono Trigger right now, but I might do this, man. This has kind of got me nostalgic, but got me wanting to play the game again. The Palace of Maze Island. Oh, man, I remember the maze. I definitely remember the maze. And the 6th Palace. The Great Palace, the 5th Palace, I don't have the maps for it. Here we have the centerfold pull-out poster. This one looks like Skater Die. Probably, yeah, Skater Die. Actually, oh, wow. Holy crap. Look at that. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, unfortunately, there we go. That's awesome, man. I actually want to find a frame the right size for these posters, because there are a few posters in these issues that I would actually love to put in a frame and put them on display. This is pretty cool, man, the map of Zelda 2. So if anyone knows where I can get a frame that's the perfect size for these posters Nintendo are, please let me know, because I have not been able to find any. Alright, moving on, we have Skater Die, which I played once or twice and really wasn't into it. Probably because I had no clue what the heck I was doing. Well, yeah. Got a map here, the different races and areas. We have the Howard and Nestor comic. As I've said in the last 2 episodes, I was never a fan of the Nestor comic. I didn't find them funny or entertaining at all. Counselor's Corner. Once again, you have questions on where to find something and how to get past a certain area in the game. You would send in your letter asking them. They would print out in the issue some of those questions along with the answers. And as I've said before, Nintendo Power is the only magazine I could think of where you would write into Counselor's Corner asking them how to get past a certain point, and they would actually send you a letter in the mail back answering your question. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, I really wish I would have kept those response letters, because those would be the awesome collectible to have today. And of course, down at the bottom here, they have some of their counselors who help you out. I do not remember the names of all the people that wrote me back, but on behalf of everyone that sent in a letter, thank you very much. You guys are freaking awesome. Classified information, more cheat codes and secrets and everything like that. We got Mega Man, Life Force, Double Dragon, Track and Field 2. I never played Track and Field 2. Marble Madness. Man, I remember my grandparents bought me this game, and I remember thinking when I played it, the game was so weird, but the more I played it, the more I enjoyed it, and it's kind of a weird game, but it's fun, man. To me, the later stages are really hard, but it's just so much fun, man. And of course, you had 2 players. We can both go at it on the same. It didn't have split screen. It was all on the same screen, and it was chaos, man. But I loved Marble Madness. Here you go, all the maps of the different levels here. It looks simple, but trust me, folks, to most people, it is not. Although I have seen a speed run where it was beaten in less than 3 minutes, and it blew my mind. Here we have Operation Wolf. Funny fact, I actually had Operation Wolf on the NES, and it never worked. So I'll have to get it on the emulator because my cart would never work. I could not get that freaking thing to work. So I have never played Operation Wolf, but it looks fun though. We have all the different levels here. Alright, we've got the NES football games, Nintendo Powerball. John Elway's quarterback was awful. Tecmo Bowl, really what needs to be said. Never played NFL football though. John Elway's quarterback. This game has great graphics. You can see everybody on the field. Oh boy. It might have had great graphics back in the day, but the gameplay, oh my god, it was awful. I was a Tecmo Bowl person. John Elway's quarterback sucked. Sorry, John. Got different plays from each game. Telling you how to call plays. Halftime shows. Oh, man. Yeah, touchdown celebrations here. Got some manly looking cheerleaders and skirts down here. That's kind of weird, but you know, whatever. Metal Gear. Yes, folks, Metal Gear did not debut on the PlayStation 1. It debuted on the NES. People seem to forget that. And it was actually a pretty decent game. As you can see, the magazine is just like all these pages are almost ripped completely out. But yeah, maps of the different areas here. I'm going to try to turn these pages without ripping everything out. Video shorts. Look at this. Friday the 13th, the game. Let me tell you something about Friday the 13th, the game. I never beat it. Every single time I would encounter Jason in a cabin, he would kill me. Now, out on the open world, the overworld, he was fine. I could get past him. But if I ran into him in a cabin, that was it. Game over. Finito. You were done. Apparently you fight his mother's flying head in this game. I never made it that far. World of Games, we got Star Soldier. And the Friday the 13th, they always, that theme for the overworld is stuck in my head. It'll get stuck in your head, man. Dr. Jekyll and Mr Hyde I never played. Bump and Jump I absolutely loved. It was a freaking weird game where your car would actually expand, and I can't explain it. Words can't explain the craziness of it, but it was so much fun. Rampage, really, what needs to be said about Rampage? Classic game. You get to destroy buildings, and really that's what I loved about it. Chaos. I actually played Othello a few times, had absolutely no freaking clue what I was doing. Robo Warrior, Spy vs. Spy, I never played those. Gyrus, I never played that. Q*bert, I hated that freaking game with a passion, man. I absolutely hated Q*bert. I can't put into words how much I hate Q*bert, and I'm going to leave it at that. I was not a fan of Q*bert at all. Pack Watch, these are the games that are coming out in the future. Ninja Gaiden, one of the hardest games I ever played, never finished it. Pro Basketball, Magic Johnson's Fast Break. I actually used to have that, and Magic Johnson, one of the greatest players of all time. Magic Johnson's Fast Break, probably one of the worst basketball games of all time. Knight Rider, Airwolf, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I talked about that in the last issue since we were out of order. I was a huge Turtle fan. So excited about the game coming out. I didn't realize how difficult the game would be. 9 times out of 10, the farthest I get is the Turtle Van level. I think I got past the Turtle Van level once or twice. 3 times if I was really lucky, but Turtle Van level pretty much is as far as I got. You can enter a players poll contest. You can win all these accessories. For first place or second place, you win Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. If I were to enter this now, I definitely want the game more than the accessories. And here's your entry form. That's almost ripped out. Player polls contest again. Oh man, the NES Journal announcing the hands-free controller. Ad for the power pad here. And that is it. That is issue number 4 of Nintendo Power. And you know what? They did not have the top 30 in this issue. That is weird, man. They did not have the top 30 in this issue like they have every other game. They did not have the player's pulse, where you write in, send letters to Nintendo Power, and they print them out. So that's kind of weird. That's the first time I've ever noticed an issue not having the top charts, the power charts, or the player's pulse. That's kind of weird. But anyway, this was our look at Nintendo Power issue number 4 from February of 1989. Because when it first started, it will come out bi-monthly. So yeah, Nintendo Power issue number 4 featuring Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. So that's going to wrap it up for this video, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed this look back at Nintendo Power issue number 4. I enjoyed it. It was fun to look back and kind of relive my childhood and look at the games I used to play as a kid, and honestly would still play now if I would ever download them on the emulator. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. I definitely hope y'all enjoyed it. I enjoy bringing it to you. And we'll see you next time for our look at another issue of Nintendo Power. Y'all take care.